Welcome back to the channel. Um, I have a message. So, this message is more like, it's more cerebral. Like, I want you to open your mind to this idea. Have you ever felt like you are in the way of your own growth, your own expansion? So push all of the doubts, the fear, the worry to the side, and don't let those thoughts make you feel some type of way about people, because that is what we describe as the devil pinning you against your spiritual essence. Utilize the things that you love in this life. Like, really pour and give yourself to the things that you find yourself connected to in your individual existence. Don't allow negative thought forms, and they can manifest in the way of what people say about you, the things that you hear, and how they get up inside of you and do some work. Don't let those seeds plant in your fertile garden, is what I'm saying. And even if it's something like social media, if you see somebody doing something that you feel like you can do, you can. Don't get in this space of comparing yourself to them and their numbers and their views and their comment section and all of that. Push that to the side, because that's clearly, it's irrelevant. That's for them. That's how their mind, not only their mind, but God designed that reality specifically for them. And you have your own specific, unique experience ahead of you. Don't get trapped in the numbers. Don't get trapped in the gossip. Don't get trapped in the internal negative conversations. Don't get distracted from your purpose. And your purpose is for you to come here and live, be, do, have, experience everything that you could possibly think of. If you're thinking about something negative is possibly going to happen. So get out of that. Get out of that as your base experience. Allow yourself to have something that sometimes your mind might say it might not be possible. Because if you really look at the word impossible, it's really you telling yourself that I'm possible. Start utilizing and looking at your words in a totally different way. A lot of people don't know how to use their words. They don't know how to use their mind. They don't know the power of their subconscious mind. I'm also hearing tell y'all to go and read The Power of Your Subconscious Mind by Joseph Murphy. Hold on, let me pause it so I can show you what I'm talking about. Hold on. All right. So it looks like this. I know this thing is probably gonna be backwards. Anyway, man, I'm probably just gonna take a picture of it and post this as the thumbnail. Or I don't really know how I'm going to do it. But anyway, it's this book, The Power of Your Subconscious Mind by Joseph Murphy. And one of my favorite passages, which is what I use in my daily life as a constant reminder of like what I'm here to do. This is what I utilize to manifest a lot of my abundance and my wealth. And not only that, I feel like God gave this as a message for me to remember who I am. Like, not just because it's my name, not just because... Anyway, I'm not going to get into that. But it says, how to walk the royal roads to riches. Knowledge of the powers of your subconscious mind is the means to the royal roads to riches of all kinds, spiritual, mental, or financial. The student of laws of mind believes and knows definitely that regardless of economic situations, stock market fluctuations, depression, strikes, war, other conditions or circumstances, but take it how it applies, I'm going to say they, so it can be neutral, they will always be amply supplied regardless of what form money takes. The reason for this is that they have conveyed the idea of wealth. I want y'all to hyphenate that, put that in bold. The idea of wealth to their subconscious mind, and it keeps them supplied wherever they may be. They have convinced themselves in their mind that money is forever flowing freely in their life and that there is always a wonderful surplus. Should there be a financial collapse of government tomorrow and all of the humans, it says man's, but I'm editing it, all of the humans' present holdings become valueless, such as the German marks did after the First World War, they would still attract wealth and be cared for regardless the form the new currency took. So I want y'all to get this book. I'm suggesting it. Again, I don't get nothing. All I'm doing is sharing the information. I'm the messenger. I read it, I apply it, I live by it, and I pass it along. So I can't keep the wisdom if I don't give it away. And also it says money is a symbol. Money is a symbol of exchange. It means to you not only freedom from want, but beauty, luxury, abundance, and refinement. It is merely a symbol of the economic health of the nation. When your blood is circulating freely in your body, you are healthy. When money is circulating freely in your life, you are economically healthy. When people begin to hoard money, to put it away in tin boxes and become charged with fear, there's economic illness. Money has taken many forms as a medium of exchange down through centuries, such as salt, beads, and trinkets of various kinds. In early times, a human's wealth was determined by the number of sheep and oxen that they had. Now we use currency and other negotiable instruments, as it is much more convenient to write a check than carry some sheep around with you to pay bills. Synchronicities, because my husband did just text me something about his checkbook. So that was kind of like my message for today to give to y'all. I just felt like there is somebody who is out there battling with their mind. There's somebody who's battling with the goods that is it's yours. is yours. Stop listening to the fear. Stop listening to the worry. Stop doubting yourself. When you doing that, you doubting God. Let me just tell you that. When you doing that, you doubting God. You saying that God lying to you, and God ain't never told a lie to you. God don't lie. God is in everything and is everywhere. When you start looking at yourself as if you're not good enough, that is not true. It's only true if you allow it, if you allow that seed to be planted within inside of you. There are people who are walking around telling you things about yourself when that ain't even true. That's them spewing the thoughts that they have about themselves on autopilot. Those thoughts that's on repeat in their head. And what they say to themselves over and over again, they spew that mess out and put that onto you. They tell you that you're not a part of this group. It's only because they don't feel like they're a part of that group. They don't feel like they belong. They tell you that you're poor or they deny you for something. It's because they deny themselves all the time. Now, there could also be a possibility that they're only giving to you what you have been repeating to yourself. So they're used as an instrument or a sounding board for you. I hope that makes sense. But if it don't, like, you will get it. Be patient with yourself, is what I'm saying. So let's see what else I need to read for y'all in these cards. All right, we're going to do that. So it says, I am a vibrational being in a vibrational universe. You live in a pulsating, vibrating universe of advanced harmonics. Everything that exists in your air, in your dirt, in your water, and in your bodies is vibration in motion. And all of it is managed by the powerful law of attraction. There is nothing that exists outside of this vibrational nature. And as you learn to accept your vibrational nature and begin to consciously utilize your emotional vibrational indicators, you will gain conscious control of your personal creation and of the outcomes of your life experience. That's why this is why I tell y'all all the time to be in tune with yourself. Don't allow yourself to stay in that conditioned pattern, in that paradigm of you having to constantly rely on external forces, social media, media in general, groups of people, your community. Yes, that they serve a purpose. Yes, they are there for a reason. Yes, there is good in it. But learn to retreat and go within and sit with God and allow for God to pour in you ideas, emotions, thoughts. You will then understand what it is that I'm sharing with you. And you'll know the difference. You'll know the difference between when God is talking to you and when something else is talking to you, or when it's something that you've heard, or when it's something that you don't even yourself believe, because you will hear, if you listen to yourself and you pay attention to yourself, you will listen to your own contradictions. You will listen to yourself even being in the state of doubting what it is that you're saying out loud. So get tapped in to yourself. All right. So let's see what you look like right now. All right. Yes. What you look like right now is the Empress. Creating your own reality. This is why I'm here to tell y'all this today. Don't listen to lies. Don't listen to people that tell you that you can't be, do, and have everything that you want, because that is a lie. And if they are doing that intentionally to try to deter you off your path, you won't have to do nothing. Because the only thing that you're going to do is still sit there on your throne looking like this. Beautiful, elegant, prosperous, abundant, opulent, rich, and successful, while they sitting over there looking like a fool. Don't pay that no mind. All right. What's going on behind the scenes? What we cannot see. Because that's what I want to let y'all know. All right. Behind the scenes, what you don't know is fortune favors you. Don't get in your mind believing these lies. Don't get in your mind and stand in your own way. Because fortune is on your side. Learn how to affirm the things that you want in your life. And I don't know, you might need this affirmation. Because one that I tell to myself all the time, every day. Money comes to me in miraculous ways, through sources that are known and unknown to me on a constant, continuous basis. And all I have to do is receive. That's all I got to do. Receive. I am in the receiving mode. I am in a constant state of attracting all the good that I deserve and I desire. You got to believe it. Some people don't even believe that they worthy. If you have to, go to your bathroom mirror. Write on your mirror, I am enough. I even made a painting on a canvas that I put in my hallway, in my art gallery on my hallway, that I sat down one day, and that was my my task for that day, to write on this big canvas. I am enough. I am enough. I am enough. Write it forward, backwards, on the side, down, everywhere. I just wrote it until I couldn't fit it in there no more. In big letters, small letters. If I went this way and go that way and go up and side and down, and it says I am enough. And I walk past that thing every single day, so I never forget who I am, whose I am, and that I am enough. That I don't never have to prove anything to anybody. I don't have to convince anybody of anything. That I am enough. I've always been enough, and I'm going to always be enough. More than enough. I'm lovable. I'm worthy of love. You know, you got to say this stuff in yourself with conviction, not just say it in your head and be like, oh, I think I'm enough. Oh, I think that person loves. No. Fortune favors you. What's the positive thing about fortune favoring you? What you need to know. I'm gonna take this. Once you allow yourself to be in alignment with this, you become vibrantly fresh and spirited. Princess of Teddy Bears. So again, you focusing on your intuition is probably gonna be fresh. Something that's gonna be new to you. But it's gonna be worth it in the end. Do it for yourself. I was hearing that somebody needs to hear and go to the mirror and say, trust me. Tell it to yourself. You owe that to yourself. Trust yourself. What's on the low vibrational end? Low vibrational end, the divine guardian of financial abundance. That's on the low vibrational end. When you don't trust yourself, you keep your financial abundance from yourself. You lock yourself out of your own financial abundance, is what I'm hearing. When you don't trust yourself, when you don't go for what you want, when you don't allow God to give you what you're worthy of, honestly, you keep yourself away from your fortune. In the next 7 to 14 days, what advice could you give us? What should we look forward to? What you need to say in the next 7 to 14 days? The epitome of true authenticity. Trust yourself. Trust your mind. Be your true authentic self. Step into your power. Step into your authority, is what I'm hearing. Waterstar Vibe said something about, in one of her readings, about this being the month of authority. Authority August. And this is what that means. The King of Swords in traditional tarot. Step into your power, step into your authority, your wisdom, your knowledge. I'm sharing that with y'all. I don't know who need to hear that today, but this is what I'm telling you. Not just because, oh, I'm royal and blah, 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 all that kind of stuff. No. You are a king. You are a queen. You are the royal being here sent on this planet to live your life royally. It just be making me think of, like, my mama telling me not to forget myself. Financial struggles at the bottom of the deck. 5 of tokens. Like, I'm feeling like your time of feeling left out and struggling, this message, that's my intention. This message is to inspire and plant that seed of you creating your own reality. No matter what it looks like to anybody, you owe that to yourself. To get out of this energy, stand into this energy. Stand into this energy. Yes, the journey may end, but another adventure awaits. You might have to step away from something that it is. What I'm hearing is you gotta really allow yourself to be your true authentic self. Who you was born to be on this planet. Cause you didn't come here to look like this. You didn't come here to struggle. You didn't come here to worry yourself, stress yourself, doubt yourself. You did not come here for that. That's not what God wants for you. God don't want you to be out here in this planet, on this world, your home, nonetheless. It don't matter what house you stay in. Your first house is this house. Your mama body. Your daddy nutsack. If you want to really go and be graphic like that. And that planet been carrying those people. Like, this is your home. Why you feel like you don't belong? Why you feel like you ain't enough? Let that go. That journey is going to end. Another adventure is going to wait, because you're going to start feeling vibrant, fresh, and spiritual once you tap into that. Once you start to realize that you are a vibrational being and you live on a vibrational planet and everything is vibration. That money comes to you in miraculous ways. Sometimes money is gonna come to you and you ain't. It's gonna come to you in unexpected ways. A check in the mail, a deposit in your account. Somebody might give you some money. You might win some money. You might buy a lottery ticket and win. You might get a scratch off and win. You might hit the jackpot at the casino. You might get a raise at your job. You might get $1 million idea planted into your mind. Act on these ideas that you receive. A lot of people be receiving intuitive downloads all the time, and they don't pay them any attention. Start acting on it, because fortune favors you. And don't forget that. So that's the message, y'all.